Hello everyone, Truds is here, and today I'm going to be bringing you another Destiny 2 video. Now that we have had a few weeks into the new season of the Worthy, we have had plenty of time to get used to the new hotness that was brought along with it. One of the big introductions into the season was the new artifact, the Warminds Khanjali. The artifact offers you a variety of perks from anti-champion mods, glimmer scavengers and to near exotic type armor mods that massively impact the way you can play the game. Whether you've been playing through the new Warmind bunkers and tower events or giving it your all in the returning trials of the Hardlight, you will have been gradually leveling up your artifact along the way. Now, the artifact is definitely leaning towards Solar and Arc subclasses this time around, which is Bungie's way of giving players a soft nudge to go and try something new and interesting and sometimes a little bit broken and overpowered. So, speaking of a little bit broken and overpowered, we are going to specifically talk about the final ability on the artifact, Lightning Strikes Twice. Now I haven't seen much commentary about these artifact mods in general this season, mainly due to the new Warmind cells being a popular outlet, especially in PvE. But with Lightning Strikes Twice, it actually has a number of intrinsic benefits to all aspects of the game. The mod itself costs 7 energy and isn't tied to any specific armor affinity other than it being tied to only being able to be applied to your class item of choice. The perk itself states that after throwing an arc grenade, gain increased recharge for a short time. Arc final blows extend the duration of this benefit. As with most mods and perks in Destiny, its description of the timer for the benefit is ambiguous at best, but it actually gives an increased cooldown rate for 5 seconds initially, which then increases by 3 seconds for each arc final blow. This is shown by the stat boost tooltip on the left lower portion of your screen, and this bumps up to an incredible 20 seconds worth of boost, which can keep getting topped up with each consecutive arc final blow. Now this is any arc final blow, it doesn't have to be just your grenade to keep the boost applied, and this even includes weapons as well. And the recharge rates just absolutely shoot up, giving you another grenade back in no time at all. Now as a Warlock main and having a deeper knowledge of the inner workings of the Warlock class in general, I have straight away paired it with the Stormcaller subclass and more specifically the top tree attunement of Conduction. Now this is where the fun begins. Top tree Stormcaller just pairs so perfectly with the Lightning Strikes Twice, it's quite mind boggling actually. With arc web chaining your grenade damage to nearby enemies as well as returning grenade energy on each chain, it just feeds into the recharge rate of Lightning Strikes Twice. You also have the Chain Lightning perk, which chains melee damage to nearby enemies too, which will in turn add to your arc final blows within the artifact mod. Can you see the synergy here? It's just absolutely nuts. But we are not even done there. Not even close. What armor pieces can we pair with this, I hear you say? What's that? Crown of what? Oh, you mean the Crown of Tempests. You're absolutely right. Why would you pair anything else with this whole insane build? Now Crown of Tempests just indirectly feeds this build even more with its intrinsic perk Induction Times, whereby arc ability kills restore arc abilities. Now this build was very strong before we had Lightning Strikes Twice, but with it, it just takes this whole build to a whole other game breakingly awesome level. So you think we might even be done there? Nope, not just yet. There's one other piece of this whole build which is just the cherry on top of the cherry on top of the icing on the cake. Risk Runner. Yep, you heard me right, Risk Runner. The Arc Conductor perk, when active, will chain arc damage to enemies and it will increase your resilience to incoming arc damage too. The beauty of Risk Runner is that you can actually trigger the perk yourself without being hit by an actual enemy. If you have the pulse grenade on, which you have already used to nuke enemies with the first portion of this build, use your next grenade by throwing it at your feet to become supercharged with Risk Runner. Now you have the increased damage output, near infinite ammo without reloading, and you are actively increasing the stat boost of your lightning strikes twice buff, again maxing out your recharge rate. Can you see it now through the storm clouds? How insane this whole build is. You have just effectively become a roaming supercharged lightning storm with near invincible power. And the beauty of this build is that you can take it absolutely anywhere. Even without Risk Runner, I was using this build to an extent in trials this past weekend. The small close knit rooms and corridors of Anomaly played right into the benefits of this build. Pushing out from the start towards the enemy team, I can't even count the number of times I would ping a storm grenade onto one or two of them and instantly see the impact of the arc web chaining ability just tearing through their health, allowing for easy cleanup if the grenade didn't finish them first. I definitely had a greater success rate with the storm or pulse grenade than the arc bolt grenade, but all of them would work depending on the situation. Now as for PvE activities, pretty much just speaks for itself. The new Seraph Towers public event just plays right into the strengths of this build. The waves of ads are perfectly suited to ripping through them with grenades and the Risk Runner to maximise your recharge of your abilities at all times. As for other PvE modes like Gambit and even the new legendary Lost Sectors, it's just stupidly effective at clearing out the low tier ads as well as causing major damage to powerful enemies. You don't even have to use the Risk Runner, any arc weapon will do. Even the new kinetic rolls that came with Osmosis from Season of Dawn will proc as arc weapon damage on throwing your arc grenades. So honestly, just pick whichever weapon you want. This build has been so much fun to use, and this is what I think half the reason of the artifact is for. It just allows for a different style of gameplay and one that is instantly effective no matter your playstyle, skill or technique. I highly recommend you diving into the artifact mods and giving them a whirl. Without going in too deep here, I already know that there are a number of builds amongst the Titan Zone Hunters which would also benefit from the Lightning Strikes Twice mod. And like I said before, this build just works just as well in PvP, so when Iron Banner comes round, or if you just like chilling in the various modes, give it a shot. You never know, you might just never look back. So there we go. We've had a look and a deep dive into the artifact mod Lightning Strikes Twice. Please let me know in the comment section below if you've been playing around with any of these mods or if you've used this build to any success at all. Hopefully you found this build video interesting and helpful in some way, and if you did, a rating down below would be greatly appreciated. And if you also liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build a new positive community over here on the channel, and any support is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.